I know a lot of times you just want to silence everything, enjoy nature, but the problem will be that risk for thunderstorms. In fact, you can see on our Saturday map, we do not have it on because it's really not a focus of the day. So the afternoon to dinner time, probably okay here, hot, dry for many locations. It's after dinner when we start to see those thunderstorms really develop as you go across Kansas, central Kansas, into central Oklahoma. And some of this threat has been pushing us away a little farther north. So just be aware that whatever device you can through the overnight hours while these storms are erupting. Thunderstorms continue to move east, and we could actually see 2 rounds of thunderstorms in some locations across the southern Great Lakes as we head through Sunday into Sunday night. But what you'll find is the high risk that's focused in on Illinois, Indiana, right to the Ohio River. And we still have moderate risk beyond that and some risk beyond that too. Severe thunderstorms, unfortunately, near that high risk, which does include Indianapolis for the Indy 500, do include the threat for tornadoes. I believe it's about 250,000 people that are usually in the stands or in the infield. So some big concerns of safety here when those thunderstorms do go off. Here's what happens next couple of hours. Really, a lot of the action for Saturday is in the northeast, not a lot through the central U.S., but those thunderstorms just starting to fire up in Kansas late, and those continue to work their way east through the overnight hours. How far north or absolutely stunning 83 degrees there as you go to Burlington, lower 70s. Pretty good across most locations in the northeast, and really not all that humid given that this is the end of May and we can really start to crank up the humidity dew points, showing you how much water is in the atmosphere. And you have to head south of the Pennsylvania Turnpike to find some more of that sticky weather, which is where Boundary is kicking up a few thunderstorms, especially off some of the higher elevations of the Appalachians. We've got a couple of those, and through parts of southern Virginia and coastal Virginia. That's where we're dealing with those thunderstorms. Saturday's forecast, though, brings in the next storm system. The return for rain, especially places like Cleveland, Toledo, Buffalo, all dealing with showers and thunderstorms right towards some of those coastal locations. Washington, D.C., a couple of spotty thunderstorms, very spotty in nature towards the I-95 corridor, a little bit more numerous as you work your way off towards the northwest. I think Buffalo, you'll see that line of thunderstorms come through, so it can be active for some on Saturday, but it doesn't hold on into Sunday. A lot of us pretty quiet as we go through Sunday, unless you're far enough west for that next storm system to come in, and that brings that severe weather threat too. So here we are watching those thunderstorms firing up as we go through tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. So this is the activity that we have. They fizzle out pretty quickly as they move offshore overnight tomorrow night, but some places like New York City could get more of those overnight thunderstorms. In the northeast, we are looking at thunderstorms for the weekend, and that does mean that you might have to come inside from the barbecue, the pool, whatever you might have going on. Low pressure system coming into Canada through the Great Lakes, and it does reveal some more showers and thunderstorms. Could be a pretty strong line of thunderstorms too that gets going as we go throughout the day, so be aware that they will be out there. Spotty thunderstorms still possible, places like Philadelphia, for example, but New York City likely to stay dry, and a lot of New England looking really nice. Boston 71 for your high, very quiet there, but Pittsburgh, showers and thunderstorms are likely. Then we get into Sunday. High pressure holds things off a little bit as the stormy weather takes place off towards the west. That's going to be the severe weather threat we're most concerned about on Sunday across Indiana, Illinois, some of these locations, but farther east, we're going to manage a drier trend. So here we are Saturday morning, starting off with some wet weather for us. There's those thunderstorms kind of erupting throughout the day and into the evening hours, but quickly overnight they turn off. So places like New York City certainly could have a rumble of thunder into Saturday evening, but not a lot of activity. And notice until we get to Sunday afternoon, other than a few spotty thunderstorms here, we are waiting the next storm system off towards the west. That's going to take its time coming in, so Sunday really not overly impactful across the northeast. We're quiet in Buffalo, 80 for that high, but Washington, D.C. could have a stray shower or thunderstorm in the region. Their temperatures in the mid-80s. As we continue into Monday, this is our day of biggest concern because a lot of folks are traveling or trying to get those ceremonies in to commemorate the fallen, and we will have some issues here with thunderstorms fairly likely from New York to Virginia. Many spots here dealing with some challenging weather, and there could be strong to severe thunderstorms possible as we head through Monday afternoon into Monday evening.